Hello friends, welcome to the Unlived Memories. Today I am again here to give you a new nightmare. First of all, plug your headphones, close your eyes, and let's start the story with a horror topic. So, let's start. You have probably heard this before, maybe from your grandparents, maybe as a joke, maybe as one of those weird rules no one explained properly. If someone calls your name at night, don't answer the second time. Sounds harmless, right? Like one of those random warning adults throw at kids to scare them into behaving. Yeah, I used to think that too, until the night I heard my name twice. It started off normal, late night around 2 a.m., the kind of quiet where even your own breathing feels loud. I was in my room, lights off, phone glowing in my face like usual. Scrolling, watching random videos, convincing myself I would sleep in 5 minutes. You know how that goes, and then I heard it, my name, soft, clear, right outside my door. No pause. What would you do? Ignore it, check it. Yeah, I assumed it was my mom. Maybe she needed something, maybe she thought I was still awake. Which, okay, fair. So I said, yeah, no response, just silence. And that's when I remember something my grandmother used to say. If your name is called once at night, ignore it. If it's called twice, don't answer. I actually smiled at her later. Like, wow, my brain really chose the worst time to bring that back. A few seconds passed, nothing. I shrugged it off, went back to my phone, but then it happened again. My name, same voice, same tone, same distance. Right outside my door. This time, something fell off. Not scary yet, just wrong, like hearing a song but one note is slightly out of tune. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like something is pretending to be normal? Yeah, that's what this felt like. And suddenly, my grandmother's warning didn't feel like a joke anymore. I didn't answer this time. Instead, I just sat there, completely still, listening, waiting for something else, a third call, footsteps, anything, but there was nothing. Just silence, stretching longer than it should. And that's when curiosity kicked in. Because, let's be honest, silence is way more uncomfortable than noise. So I got up, slowly, quietly, and walked toward the door. Every step felt heavier than the last. My hand reached for the handle, and I paused. Because another memory hit me, not just don't answer, but something else she said once, casually. Like it didn't matter. If it calls you twice, it's trying to make sure you are along. Yeah, that spot. So now I'm standing there, hand on the door, suddenly very aware of how quietly the house is. Too quiet, no TV, no footsteps, no movement, just me and whatever called my name. I stepped back. Good decision. Bad decision. I didn't know yet. I went back to my bed, sat down, trying to think logically. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe it was outside. Maybe something was walking on the street. I mean, it's not like thing that mimic voice perfectly, right? Right. Then my phone buzzed. A message from my mom. I'm at your aunt's house. I'll be back in the morning. I stared at it, read it again and again. Now here's the problem. If she wasn't home, then who called my name? Before I could even process that, I heard it again. But this time, it wasn't outside my door. It was inside my room. My name whispered right behind me. Now tell me honestly, what would you do? Turn around, run, pretend you didn't hear it. Yeah, I didn't move. Not because I was brave, because I was scared in a specific way. The kind where your body just locks up. Every instinct in me was screaming to turn around, but that warning, that stupid childhood warning was louder. Don't answer the second time, but it didn't say anything about turning around. And that's when I realized something terrifying. Rules like that, they are never complete. They tell you just enough to survive, not enough to feel safe. The whisper came again, closer this time, almost touching my ear. My name stretched slightly, like it was learning how to say it properly. And then, this is the part that messed me up the most, it said something else. Why aren't you answering? Same voice, same tone, but now it was asking. No, let me reset your brain for a second. Imagine something knows your name, knows your voice, and knows you are ignorant. Yeah, not a great situation. I slowly stood up, still not turning around. My heart felt like it was trying to break out of my chest. And then I noticed something in front of me, my mirror and the reflection. I wasn't alone. There was something standing behind me, not clear, not detailed, just a shape, a darker shadow in the darkness. But it was there, and it was close. Too close, I blinked. It didn't. Okay, Janab. That's where the logic officially left the building. I shut my eyes for a second, tried to calm down, thinking, remembering anything else my grandmother might have said. And then it hit me. One thing she said I never understood until now. If it realizes you can hear it, it won't stop. My eyes snapped open, my reflection moved, not me, the reflection. The thing behind me leaned closer, and then it spoke again. Say something. Not my name this time, not a call, a command. And that's when it clicked. It wasn't just calling me, it was waiting for the permission. Every answer, every response, every reaction was a win, so I did the only thing I could think of. I stayed silent, completely, no movement, no sound, no reaction. Seconds passed, then a minute, then longer. The presence behind me started to feel unstable, like it was flickering, like it couldn't hold itself there, and then slowly it faded. The room felt normal again. The silence returned, real silence this time. I turned around. Nothing, of course, but this time it felt different, like something had not hidden. I didn't sleep that night or the next, and for a while nothing happened. No voices, no whispers, no footsteps. I started convincing myself it was over, that I followed the rule and survived. But here's the thing about the rules, that they don't tell you what happens next. Because a week later, I was walking home alone, late night, street empty, air quiet, and then I heard it, my name from behind me. Once I froze, didn't turn, didn't answer, just keep walking. And then it came again, my name, same voice, same tone, but this time it sounded familiar. Not like my mom, not like before, like me. I felt much stomach drop. Because now the question wasn't should I answer, it was if it sounds exactly like you, how do you know it isn't? So let me ask you something and think carefully before you answer. If something calls your name at night and it sounds exactly like you, would you trust the rule or yourself? Because I followed the rule and I'm still here. But something late at night when everything is quiet, I hear it again, not calling me, not asking, just repeating like it's practicing, learning, waiting. So yeah, next time you hear your name at night, just remember it's not about who's calling you. It's about what happens if you respond. And if you made it this far, don't ignore that feeling you have right now, that slight discomfort, that thought in the back of your head. Yeah, hold on to it, because these stories aren't just stories. Subscribe, because the next time I am telling you what happens when someone actually answers the second call. And trust me, they don't get a second chance. Take care. Bye bye.